title?
Corporation Framework.
Oh yes, Corporation Framework.
See that how we got you.
What is this here all about?
My sister, CF simply means Corporation Framework, formerly known as the United Nations Sustainable Development Corporation Framework document is a strategic document that outlines a collaborative effort between a country's government and the
United Nations Constitution.
Okay. No, my poor man like Gladys, so tell me more.
Well, openly, yeah, openly, if you and pay attention. Listen, friends, the Corporation Framework serves as a roadmap for a joint action that contributes to national development priorities, like the government of Sierra Leone medium-term national development plan. Also, the Corporation Framework is structured to contribute directly to the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, by 2030.
Oh, this thing from you.
Yes?
But wait, for saying that the UN and Salone must sit down and put this cooperation framework documents together.
Oh!
Brother, what do the UN members do make this document now joint development? Where means say then do consultation and analysis with the government of Salone, UN agencies, civil society, private sector, development partners, and the general public. Where means say they do
Intersectoral partnership. Exactly. Intersectoral partnership. Now that's where UN and Salone say,
Leave no one behind.
but national development.
Listen, guys, I want to tell you something.
Tell us.
I was part of the consultation the UN is secretly conducted. Una want to tell me say I lie? Well, listen, let me educate you with the vision of the corporation framework. What you say? The vision of the corporation framework. Listen, that is the vision of the corporation framework. Tafsi, you don't hear me? You don't hear me? Is that the vision? People in Senegal are secure, resilient, able to access quality assurance and services supported by an inclusive governance system and an environmentally sustainable economy. You hear me?
But
Yes.
I like everything about this corporation framework.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you one question. How long is this framework going to last for?
The framework will last for 6 years. Hey! Listen, guys, listen. Because it allows long-term planning and impact assessment. Yes.
Wow. I am super happy because the corporation framework is geared towards supporting development in Sierra Leone in line with the government's Big Five agenda and the UN Sustainable Goal.
Well, that's what we say, UN for me, UN for you, and UN for we all. I'm not a sister. Solo, yes, for you, man. I shall find the question. This show us you also, then the man. What's all that you go this morning here?
Hey, Mama, what do you want?
This na good news. Na so for support agricultural activities na Salone were aligned with the corporation framework. Yes, ma'am.
Mama, let's say this cooperation framework. Now, Tolo, tell us what is the key focus of this cooperation framework? What do you get love say you sabi?
Tell us say one time intelligence. Well, I tell you say I sabi about the corporation framework. In fact, the corporation framework looks at 3 key areas. Outcome 1 is food system. That is, people in Sierra Leone should embark on a productive agricultural activity that aligns with the corporation framework.
What about human
too. That is also outcome 3. In fact, people in Sierra should enjoy a transparent and accountable governance system and economic transformation. In fact, sustainable economic transformation. Yes, Mami. Why you get sense, babe?
This global issue wey dey program so well. Una know say dey affect me.
Of course.
People dem just dey go and bring those beside them. Not dey go and come fix them. Wey dey protect me from climate change.
Disaster. Mama, seriously. But that is why the cooperation framework is looking at effective natural resource management, which can be resilient to the effects of climate change and respond to disasters. But wait to share. What's that about? Now me they ask about the cooperation framework. What is something about the cooperation framework? But did they say what is something about the cooperation framework? Cooperation framework? As far as it goes, I mean, what's something about it? As Sabi and pass you. As Sabi and pass you. As Sabi and pass you. Better. Okay, Mama, what are you questioning again?
What about gender equality and totality?
Oh, that's guy. You see what me could say so in a sense, but gender equality and inclusion cut across all the pillars. It is a must, whether one likes it or not. It is a human right. Israel, I heard that you want to submit your application for the managing director in this office.
Yes, dear. I want to. Is anything wrong with that?
Everything! Everything is wrong. Listen, look at you. 87. There is no space for persons with disability. And again, you are a female. Have you ever seen a female in this office? Have you? Your role as women is to support us studiously men, to stay at home, to cook, and give back to children.
If that is where you're getting it all wrong, my dear. Wait a minute. Have you forgotten about the Gender Equality and Women's Empower Act of 2022? Listen, let me tell you. For in-depth knowledge of issues, one must take a deep look at where you treat and not where you fail. So therefore, it is only proper for us women to take the lead in this country. How comes the boys with so-called have a say more than us? How comes the freedom that men have in this world cannot be extended to us women? Women should be given equal rights to participate in national politics, leadership roles in offices, business places, and in every walk of life.
It will never happen.
It will happen.
Never.
When you wait
It
and
will never happen.
see. You wait and
It
see.
will not happen. Indeed, it will happen. And we are ready to give you our fullest support.
Thank
To
you.
create equal space for as a shrine in the competition framework. My brother, it is time for women, or people with disability, and all other vulnerable people to be given the chance to do whatever they want to do in the future. You are right, my brother. You are making a point. And to you, my sister, I will give you my greatest support. I will support you. And I'm sorry again for the discrimination. Again, ladies and gentlemen, disabled, everybody, men and women should walk side by side, side by side, side by side,
Side by side, side by side.
side by side, side by side.
Side by side, side by side.
No longer men in front and the women are the back, but men and women walking side by side, side by side.
For more the man of shiny eye, me I just implore money. I just want capacity building, capacity building. Me, where is our cash push? If push knocking me,
Agladi.
Like, I tell you, capacity building, now one of the key areas where the cooperation framework is looking to, and for improve employment opportunities. How you will get employment when you don't learn nothing. So I advise you, make you go learn something so you will better your life. So you say, benefits from the cooperation framework. I see.
Let's go. Yeah, everyone, let's see what is let's go to Sheffield.
I'm glad you. Now, so we want to make young people learn what they think. My people, it is true that the cooperation framework addresses so many issues, but we have to be ready as young people to make it successful. That is why we should work together as a united force to make the cooperation framework effective and benefit us as a nation. And to make it more impactful, the cooperation framework should be extended to universities, colleges, schools, villages, and all over Sierra Leone. Because and you and for me all. My people, the cooperation framework is indeed a big blessing for Sierra Leone. Therefore, this calls for celebration!
Well, performance, I'm going to throw them a challenge. The next time around, I'm going to be dancing myself and see who carries the day. To run through the CF, and they've spent about 15 minutes to do it. Obviously, they've added a lot more explanation to it. I just thought that I could briefly just say a thing or two about some of the things that were said in that skit. The Kush man there emphasized or made the point that he was unemployed. Therefore, he had resorted to Kush. Except to clarify that I have seen professionals, gainfully employed men and women, who have taken to Kush. And that is what makes the Kush crisis very serious, probably more than we even imagine. And I also heard one of them saying that women should be allowed to participate freely in national politics. That is absolutely true, except that they should also be allowed to participate in traditional leadership. there are parts of this country where women are not allowed to become paramount chiefs, which I think is a travesty. And that is my opinion as a Sierra Leonean and as somebody who has interacted with a lot of the spheres of society in Sierra Leone. And the last thing I want to say about this case concerns the climate change thing. We are not treating the environment fair. The environment, therefore, has no reason to treat us fairly. Earlier this week, I heard some lawmakers in Liberia proposing that they should shift the country's capital to somewhere else, outside of Monrovia, because of the issue of flooding and other natural disasters. Except that if you move your capital elsewhere, and you do the same things there, the same consequences will befall. But to add a lot more to the FC, to the CF, I'd like to ask on the head of the Resident Coordinator's Office, Mr. Robert Banamwana, for a presentation.
Honorable Chief Minister, Honorable Excellencies, Ministers, the UN Resident Coordinator, Excellencies, members of the diplomatic corps, UN heads of agencies, all protocol observed, good morning. It's my pleasure and honor to take you through a couple of slides about the cooperation framework that is going to be launched today. I believe I was not able to understand everything in the small sketch that was played, but I captured a few words. I think now you have a gist of the cooperation framework. So the cooperation framework that we are signing today is a result of a long journey. Development of cooperation frameworks they follow strict guideline and rigorous methodology. So the actual cooperation framework design started a year ago. In July 2023, the so-called common country analysis was done to analyze the context, the progress of Sierra Leone towards achieving SDGs, and then also the evaluation of the current ending cooperation framework to generate lessons learned to fit into the new cooperation framework. Then in January of this year, regional consultations with key stakeholders, community leaders at regional and national level happened. And that was an opportunity to hear their voices as the main key stakeholders and beneficiaries. Recently, this all culminated into the validation workshop with development partners, governments, which happened, as you all recall, on 9th July. All those landed into are allowed to define priorities, but because, as you can expect, the cooperation framework does not intend to achieve everything and to do everything. Hence, the importance of prioritizing what is it that it is going to focus on. So the consultations, the analysis of the country economic status and progress towards achieving SDGs, and different voices heard from different groups, stakeholders, development partners, allowed to prioritize 3 pillars, namely Pillar 1, food system, natural resources, and climate change. And Pillar 2, human capital, essential services, and employment. And finally, Pillar 3, governance and economic transformation. In the next couple of slides, I will explain what is it that the UN is intending to contribute to under each of the 3 pillars. Next. So Pillar 1, which is about food system, the UN intends to strengthen the food system, the value chain, and allow to increase agricultural production and increase food capacity of food production. Under this pillar also, on output 1.2, to strengthen government and community into elaboration and updating of laws and policy framework to protect natural resources and ensure proper and effective and sustainable management of waste. And the last is about, output 1.3, is about strengthening resilience to climate change, disaster risk management. And if you read, I hope you have the small leaflets, you will notice that across all the pillars, across all the outputs, gender equality, youth, people with disability is mainstreamed consistently. Next. The second pillar is about human capital, essential services, and employment. It has 3 outputs as well. Under the essential services and social protection. Under output 2.2, the UN will support the government's efforts for increased employment,